因為我係 T 啊，以前叫做極樂迪斯可，多選項加最多對話嘅遊戲。
Officer,
雖然知道
the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
環繞死者嗰個主題，我哋要知你對個死者了解幾多。
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week, but that's all I know, really. 該啦，你肯定聽過啲咩 ？No, officers, I'm sorry, and I really would like to assist.
講真相出嚟啦。
You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with your ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone
respects.
尊重係有聽你，但係你有所保留。
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union.
佢識得艾
I
弗
just
利
know
特
Evra.
拉特嘅，你哋識艾弗拉特㗎？
Everyone in Martinez knows the
我
Claire
哋暫時
brothers.
未見到佢喎。
I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
你係咪工會嘅成員啊？
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member.
係
I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Everhart, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
好多方面，
Oh, yes.
所以你唔係真正嘅成員。
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Everhart keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
你幫艾弗利德做咗啲咩小事？
Writing work mostly.
文書
Occasionally,
工作
he
時不
needs
時需要
something
啲
written, and I
需要寫啲
happen to
嘢。
have a way with words, people say.
你為佢寫咗啲咩？
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everhart and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
咁暫時係咁先。
No, thank you. Sure, officer.
工會
No,
混員
thank you. For being
呢個
consummate
遊戲嘅規
professionals.
則係咩？
Oh, the goal is to throw you bull
目標係
as
掟
close
出
to
你
the
嘅
cochonnet
大
as you
波。
can. That's the cochonnet.
有意思啊，仲同我講
Well,
講一講。
first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter.
你
We
贏
made
我贏
ours
嘅話，
out of
可以
rope.
贏，可以抌
Then, the
Go,
order of
ball
play
仔。
is that then the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet
就喺
planted.
圓圈嗰邊。關於滾球做第啲嘢同我講
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take
Well,
up your time.
多謝你
You'll
解釋。
put that knowledge to good use in 20, I mean 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer.
唔係，
Don't
我
you
想同佢
think we
傾
should
下，
do
我保
something else
證
now?
同滾球冇關係。
Hurry up then.
哇，睇嚟好食喎，即係三文治。 可唔可以食？
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
有一啖啫。
Believe me, officer,
咬一啖都
I
得㗎。
wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
He can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich
扣下你
is driving your
你會
mind
聽到
in a singular direction. It must be yours.
我又咁衰揀呢一個嘛，求你咯，
Fuck
暫
off!
時求你
It's
先，
mine!
求佢先。
Sorry, officer, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way.
個三
But
文治
the sandwich is
我嘅
mine.
唔會
I'm
同
not
人哋
gonna
分
share
享
it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear
呢
sandwich
個
and he
有
gets
啲難度
close.
說服
We are a
加斯東
special
放
kind
棄
of
佢
vermin,
三文治。
Gaston.
呢個有啲難度，呢個有啲難度。
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
呢個都有啲難度都，所以唔好暫時唔好搏一搏，暫時唔好搏呢一個。
Just a moment, and they're
The closest.
it's fine.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
你好啲
Please
難
don't
度
trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
A faint smile tells you she appreciates
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there.
等陣先，電話
Looked
商
for
有
the
問
phone
題
book. The manager was vague about.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later.
要商問價
Ask God, maybe.
不過點解你需要用個電
To
話
let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night. But I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
我點解要扮演搜救人？
To redeem yourself before the hoods of law, now start asking questions like a real
就
law
好似真
enforcement
正嘅執法
official.
人員咁啊！
Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
我覺得我會注意嘅。你丈夫又失蹤咗
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
咩啊？你丈夫做成點樣嘅談判？
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across.
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
呢個叫蓋稅嘅人，呢個係做得過。
Oh, sweetie, it's not Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
通往呢個海岸對面嘅水閘壞咗，佢哋可能揾到呢個邊，
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
可能即係技術問
Well,
題。
whatever the
Yeah,
cause,
well,
I'm
yeah,
thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
對面地
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
我一見到佢就會
Oh, you're such a dear.
我都送
Thank you, sweetie.
備動物科學家木女水閘壞咗，係所以你政府係咪個科學
Oh,
家？
yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion.
My apologies, ma'am.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
同我講下莫雷爾嘅長相同性格嘅關
Oh
係。
dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
你丈夫咩樣嚟㗎？
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his
his
eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
我哋再試多次，如果我喺街度遇到佢，應該話啲咩特徵？
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say why.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
你結婚幾耐？
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
同埋你哋兩個點識？
By a dating agency.
婚
I'm
姻界
ashamed to say.
婚界度認識。
I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And we hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
我應該得到所必要嘅
I
資
hope I've
訊
been
嘅。
useful.
我講你丈夫揾啲珍稀嘅昆
Oh,
蟲，
sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
唔會，我想聽下啲昆蟲嘅事。
Well, it's a phasmid technically, but
Oh, yeah. Here comes the interest.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insular Indian coast. Hence its name, the Insular Indian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
It's not made up, officer.
唔係你做出
I
嚟
can
嘅。
assure you.
There's a hint of defensiveness to her retort, but also confidence. She seems to sit up a little straighter in her chair.
It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
你點解會覺得竹節槽位附近嘅？
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
所以一份展報就係你所有擁有嘅所有證
Of
據。
course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insular Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
所以佢個危險㗎，
Not
完全
at
危
all.
險。
Why else would it hide itself so
佢
carefully?
有珍貴。
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
佢有嗰種好型嘅超能力㗎。
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
繼續
Oh
呢
dear.
個問題。
I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
佢係非常特別嘅。
Morel can explain it all much better.
Nico.
I wish you could hear him
Nico,
describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
呢個可以試一試。咁
There's
Take
really
one,
no
take
point
one,
in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
咁我想聽下你研究過啲神秘動物，我可以講下
Oh,
個。
I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could
同
really
老人
use
家
the company
即
too.
係即係
One
講
cryptid,
多啲係嘛
not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
神秘動物大聯歡，我就係呢種，
And
我中
I
意呢
don't.
種講法。
Just one.
Or he'll be disapproved. Tough choice there.
哇，都幾多問題喎！最大嘅神秘動物係咩？
That would be the giant of
科
Coconut.
老二巨人。
The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Coconut Desert in South Sahara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
你話奇怪嘅歌詞人定係咩？
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
佢有幾大啊？
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon. The towering luminosity of Coconut is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others fate
明
unimaginable.
明調查就變咗咁多對
No
話。
animal can be that large. It's a miracle.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Coconut must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can get. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Coconut Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more.
咁最細嘅神秘動物係咩？
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
唔通你唔想再聽呢一個神秘動物嘅故
The
事？
lieutenant pauses, thoughtfully.
停低就有
Something
所思
in。him breaks.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have.
Well, the smallest cryptid is the Cryobacter catlensis, a unicellular
Kim
bacterium. It was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Katla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned
Có ta-
geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
可能唔係
Bacterial
同巢有
colonies
關。
Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably
因為
estimate.
係因為呢一
Certainly
個
from
比較
before
長啲，
recorded history,
又長又沉。
Mijanou disappeared shortly
都幾多
after
人問。
injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought
等
back
先，
to
你
study.
自己
No
注
doubt
射
in
咗
hopes
細
of
菌。
yes, the bacteria had
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
你係話有個長生不老嘅地質學家世界出周遊
yes, and she's quite mad too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped
有嘢
aging, but
呢個
also
説
became increasingly
對話
eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
最危險嘅動物係咩咧？
The gnome of Jeroma.
黑羅馬侏儒，聽嚟好嚇人
Oh,
嘅喎
yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved
how?
organic tissue.
即係呢個純粹講動物嗰啲學。
It was reportedly a
Oh,
small
they go.
creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at.
長篇大論嘅。
A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of these very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
你俾我嗰支筆係咪有個神秘動物？Yes.
It's the kind green ape, half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
戰爭故事
Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night. Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight.
仲有一啲關於人類亞種未被發現嘅嘢。
Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus. Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own. Just like your partners.
嚇！即係以為呢個就係總要我圍頭嘅原因係咪啊？
I'm beginning to wonder if I should.
Please don't misunderstand me, either of you. I didn't mean to imply that Saolites are inferior to us. In many ways, you are superior. For example, your earwax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does.
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today?
有啲無形嘅神秘動物。
What an interesting question.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
佢要俾我哋講嘅無形動物係咩嚟咧？
It's the Col de Mamadaqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
哦，咁聽嚟係咩樣㗎？
Like nothing, it's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can other animals. It could be ringing right outside your window, and you wouldn't even know it. Could be anywhere. Everywhere, even.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
佢可能係呢度咩？就係依家。
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
有啲咩證據證明啲動物係有聲嘅咧？
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Alps, the scientists soon discovered
She transforms.
They realized that they had discovered a new species. And they grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and sequester, time, joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadaqua they followed individually.
咁點解馬達嚇驚我哋嘅咧？
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with Impressing their professors, they tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at explaining things.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her, a winding cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koltamamadakwa population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability.
I'm glad you did, dear.
有意思咁。
What about what?
我哋聽過啲動物
I'm glad you like them, but I'm not really one to tell you about all of them. You should ask my husband if you get the chance. He's the real expert.
神秘動物學嘅嗰啲世界多啲，
officers. I'm glad you like
暫時得呢啲。
Can I help you?
今晚嘅獎單，
Real?
我得20蚊，要20
Then
蚊。
why are you wasting?
You see ahead. The man ponders his cooking heat. He looks up, shrugging is an international.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
我發現咗白對腳人，掟得7個人，咁第8個係邊個？
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire. She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
低喎，真係好勝喎，即係知道點樣做，要高返啲喎。
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old window.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your... I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could...
Even a mod?
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
佢講得啱啊，知唔知道？你確實都靚女嘅。
In her eyes speaks louder than words.
I am not.
You could be Liz.
Even a mod?
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
So fucking what?
No, Glenn. They aren't. I am not.
You could be Liz.
Even a mod?
He's right.
Please, do.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Was that? Could it be the Col de Mamadakwa? There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear.
No, I don't hear the Col de Mamadakwa, and neither do you.
Of course he doesn't. He's deaf. There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. It must be very close. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age. Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Someone over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. But keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Yes?
Pull-out toolbox and...
This is Precinct 57. How may I... Just a moment.
10-4, come in, office.
Wait. Before you say you're going...
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. What? He wants to... What, of course. Tell him to stop. What do you need, sir? Understood, sir. Roger that.
Now it's turning into a kind...
我哋先睇埋地圖先。小飾物，一堆衫。我哋係咪買咗部分地圖？即係先知道你買咗個地圖嘅。
You keep coming back! That's good, officer! Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
Everything's still cool here, officer. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran Butter. Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it. A rusting... This panel usually... Oh, nothing happened. Nothing happened. A spring breeze... Wasn't there a sign of... An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air. with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola. Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
The man certainly knew how to live.
哇，識講嘢喎呢個，但係真係㗎，絕對冇人真。
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine habit. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
好啦，毒分係咩嚟？古柯鹼，呢個真係信息量好
His
大。
Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
所以話佢對毒品上癮係個奢侈嘅導遊嚟。
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
好啦，佢而家被埋咩地
Beneath the
方？
cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
咁有趣，有啲虛無主義嘅味道。
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders, with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with a silver plaque, not a good track record. An old monument. The woman still.
Yes?
No response. The moment passes.
What about me? What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't say that it does.
The lieutenant, that's where you're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it. I can see you're disappointed. You are right to be. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents. I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular, garden variety Ravacholière.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but They refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
Something the matter?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. If the lieutenant were an evil, fortunately, the lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know? No.
The lieutenant.
Good.
A lorry stuck. The windows are clear. The driver.
You never see me investigating a murder. I don't believe you. Boss Laventurier said the same thing. It wasn't. I'm doing my, you know.
He's a chatty guy.
Hold on, wondering man. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You never see me investigating a murder. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of course, but...
Should we? He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Murder, huh? That, of course.
Should we? He didn't do it. It's the truth.
You know.
He's a chatty.
Hold on, wondering man.
Unpromising race pupil returns. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spirited. The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the Union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonees. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Yourself.
Correct.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist,
That is understandable.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
There is nothing fun. I cannot possibly imagine what...
He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynch.
Meaning Maya in the Stompers, right? For sure.
I can demonstrate them.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of threads with no immediately discernible pattern. The wind howls over the Bay of Rivershore, a cascade of cold air flowing through the city streets. Those same streets have left their share of scuff marks on the underside of your green snake shoe.
It sure is. Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. You'll see when the time comes, officer. True patriots carry revachol in their very souls.
Technically, you're stomping.
Huh. I know you people don't not much apples. Fine.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be
I don't really know anything. No, I don't know.
No need to.
Okay, uh-huh.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better.
A colourful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons.
Oh, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
The man before you is naked, but the material delicate and these are clearly not boots.
Indeed, ceramic plate under the heel. Fair weather. Piece by piece. We should keep a look.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me. Yes, bullets will.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get a good point. He could have been intoxicated, or something.
What was that? Was the lieutenant just in? He was. Why else would he call it a very good point? Does this mean you're a very good detective?
It is. We've requested for a full set by Cat.
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant.
It means disciplinary hearing. That's for us to find out. Just something.
He's not actually sure of that.
I agree.
A small... Suddenly your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch. The metal connects.
Did you hear that? This is a kinetic...
Faint, or like the scales of some ancient white monster. A small... Suddenly your fist...
Did you hear that? This is a kinetic...
Faint, or like the scales of some... A small... Suddenly your...
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they're like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
That's for us to find out. Now,
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos.
Of course. You have questions, don't? Maybe I know of it. Come back.
咩膠樽。
You're back. Good.
All around you, rain keeps falling down on the wooden boards she's standing on.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
咁我就直接講啦，又實賣啦，運動碎牙燒材料中通過中原站。
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, man. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Says
we're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link. The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way, but one step ahead of the Union in another.
We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in. On my motor...
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
所以你覺得罷工資金來源係毒品原料
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very...
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorry man would confide in.
我哋對某個司機當時係咪出現私刑現場有私用
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Yes?
會接下呢個案件，試下一啲司機睇有啲咩啊？
Excellent.
塞車之謎。
According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just... In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the 4th day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
She won't maneuver her way.
I am the vilest of the vile. I am an ultra. An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all...
In her green-eyed, forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green.
I do hope so. I hope we're able to remain collegial despite... When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue, with due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, lights go up and motor carriages circulate the tracks.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake. Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes.
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality? A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Ah! This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislaine. 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or 2. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But this one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat. Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags? Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture. Young people who dye their hair funny colors and wear old people's clothes are stupid, and their little rebellion is self-defeating. All right. What next?
想諗起同你親近嘅嘢，同埋諗啲基礎嘅嘢。暫時你。
Glad to have been of assistance.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. It's just a rape. And it's still kind of for you, someone close. The worn mat, your finger, finally.
For a more detailed view of them.
There must be another way into the building. Yes?
上頭個食煙嘅人係可能現場目擊者。上頭邊個上頭啊？呢個
You see a young man on a balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
點解咁細聲嘅？
There's no trouble. I don't want to be seen talking to...
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Apologies, but this is my last one.
The god himself has denied you absolution.
Absolution? I don't know that brand, but I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit. I'm not sure that's a good idea. As you wish. Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat.
All right, but make it quick.
By God, this young man has the body of a decathlete. His lithe form was practically made for vaulting over the hype.
Occasionally. No, I just like to look good.
He gives you a honeyed smile before shaking off the cigarette ash.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme.
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer. He doesn't reply. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those...
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Good luck with the investigation.
人海上嘅吸煙者又有新任務，祝你調查順利。我真係放調查唔順利，你咁走咗。我哋行得未啊？喂 ，Hello， 我哋行得未啊 ？Hello。The
streets will flow red once more.
The streets will...
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested, and here I was trying to be polite.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girl. The woman on...
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. It's where they grow whores like her. And have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right word. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and so... Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
I ain't no snitch, Pigstein.
Actually...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shit. No. That's all this. I have a weakness.
Or a weakness for police officers.
Watch your back.
Exit. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once... There must be another way into the building.
Me, the city I mean, like a detective does. Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to. Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. He'll look way more serious. Right, I have to get... quite a
迪倫博學多聞，就成呢個頂帽啦，呢個頂帽好睇啲。呢頂帽仲好睇過個黃色個頂帽。
Abel waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
啞鈴嗰啲都係。
It's dark, and the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Right. Now,
some areas.
做嘛？攞電筒啊？電筒喺邊度？呢一度，左手拎住個電筒。
Yes.
呢度咩地方嚟㗎？走廊被嚿窗玻璃被雜物塞住。呢個都係新地方嚟喎，咁我哋下次再繼續咯。呢一個，咁呢個 set 定係呢個被詛咒的商業區，係啦。